Alright, folks, what we've got here is the Manker E12. It's powered by two AA sized batteries. It's a waterproof 96 meter throw LED flashlight that goes up to 650 lumens. There are some things I like and dislike about this flashlight, and we'll go through those, but this is it. It's got multi-functions, it's got mode change, it's waterproof, impact resistant. And what you get in the box of this light is you get the flashlight. You do not get batteries. You don't get those. You get a lanyard. You get an O-ring that comes with the light to replace the O-ring that comes out of here where you change the batteries at. There's a little O-ring right there. And that's it. And it does have springs on just the tail end, and it does not have a spring on the other end. It's a solid contact there on the positive side. So let's get into the user interface of this light. Alright, you turn it on and you turn it off with the tail switch. So I like that it has a big clicky tail switch on the end of it here. And then you can go through your modes here on the side. So this is 650, and you push this little side switch here, and it goes through your modes. So that's 650, and then you click it, and it goes down to 2 lumens. It says it's got 300 hours on the 2 lumens. Then you go to 56 lumens, which is pretty bright for most anything you're going to be doing. I mean, you can see it's washing out my camera light with that 56 lumens, and it says it'll run for 16 hours on that. And you can leave it on that mode. It's got mode memory, so now I can turn it on and off, and it stays in that 16 lumens. So if you have a job where you want to clip this onto your hat, you can move this clip from this spot to this spot. So there's 2 different places you can use it, but I don't like the clip placement on this light, either spot. But let's get back to the user interface. So this is 56 lumens. It's got 16.5 hours on that. Then you go up to 260 lumens, and you get 4.5 hours on that. And then you get up to the 650 lumens, and that goes for 2 hours. The clip on this thing, that's something I don't like. There's no strobe or anything. Or there is a strobe on this thing. I'm sorry. If you, let's see, hold it down, you get strobe. So if you turn it on, it'll stay in whatever mode you remember it. And then you turn it on and you hold it down, it'll go to strobe if you need strobe on a pin light. But there it is, just in case you need strobe on a pin light. But the clip on this thing, it's pinched so tight right there that it almost won't go onto anything without bending it. And then the way the clip's located, you can't really turn it this way. It wouldn't mount well. But you can turn it this way. If you did that, all of this is going to be sticking out of your pocket, which I would not like. And you can turn it around, and this would be good for clipping it onto a hat. So you could wear it like this, and the bill of a hat could go in here, which is good. I've done that and put it on a hat. It fits well, and it rides, and it holds on tight. But then that means every time you want to go from pocket to hat, you have to change this clip around. I'm not real sure why they didn't, put a ring up here with the clip, but there's only that awkward right in the middle and a little bit off of the middle on the clip. So you end up with it when you wear it in your pocket. You gotta have it one way or the other, and this is the way I prefer because it lets the least be out of your pocket, even if it's in your shirt pocket. I don't know of anybody that wants that much hanging out of their pocket. So it's not rechargeable. It's a simple light, and it comes with the clip, the O-ring, the lanyard, and it runs off 2 AA batteries. So let's get into a light that is similar to this. Alright, so this is the O-Light S2A, and what it does is it runs off of the same batteries, 2 AA batteries. And you can see on this one there's only one place for the clip, and that's where you have your bezel up, and when you put it in your pocket, it's a deep pocket carry, whether it's in your shirt or your pants or whatever. Neither one of these have a magnet on them. Neither one of them have a magnet. This has the tail switch. This does not. It has only a side switch, the Olight. But you can see they're kind of a comparable size. This one's a little taller, but that's likely due to the tail switch. You know, you had to work in the brain for the switch in there. And this one's only got the side switch. So that means that, but also this one's got the rubber on it. A lot of people like that if they want to put this in their mouth. I don't like putting lights in my mouth. Some people do. I had a mechanic friend tell me he really liked this one because he can put it in his mouth and bite on that rubber instead of the metal. But this one has a bit of a different operation on it. You hold it down and it cycles through and it turns on and off. But this one's 500 lumens and this one's 650, and we'll take them outside and compare the two. But the S2A has a big wide beam that's a bit more focused. It's a big wide beam, so I'm going to hold it right here at the edge of the light. And that one looks like it's a bit more focused. Here, let's turn this up. Alright, so there's your 650, there's your 500. So you can see this is more of a wide floodier beam. That's more of a focused type beam with a little bit of spill around it. This one's 650, this is the E12, and this is the S2A. It's got a little bit more of a wider beam. So the price on these two lights. So the E12 is $35 and the S2A is like $35 to $39. These are both anywhere from like $30 to $39. I mean, they're pretty comparable in price depending on what site you get them from. So that's just something to keep in mind here, that me, I prefer the Olight clip and the wideness of the beam, because if I'm using a light like this, I'm not using it for distance. I'm using it to see everything near me in a control box, under the hood, on the floor, something like that. But this one has a bit more focus, but it doesn't have a whole lot of throw. It's just a less of a flood. So I'm like this. I like this Manker. It's a good light. It's a good build. It's waterproof and everything. I just don't like the carry option for it. I wish there was something different, or they had done something different with it. That was all. I do like this switch more than the Olight switch. I like a tail switch on them. That I'm more pleased with that. So it just depends on what you prefer. You know, these are pretty comparable lights. But I can tell you they're both good quality lights, and both of them, I mean, they come from companies out of China. So, I mean, I can't, sometimes you get dud lights. So you'll buy one, it doesn't work, you just contact them, they'll send you another one. You send them a video of what the problem is, they'll send you another one. If you buy it off of Amazon, if you contact them through Amazon, they'll just go ahead and send you another one, no questions asked in most cases. So I don't have any problem doing anything like that, because I'd rather do that than pay more for a light. So alright, that's the Manker E12. Let's take them outside and see what they look like. Alright, so I'm going to compare the E12 to the Olight S2A baton. So there's your E12. I'm shining across the street now, so that lets you know what kind of brightness you're getting out of it. It's going across the street on me. And then you get the S2A on turbo. So the E12 is, I think, 650 lumens. The S2A is 550. So there's your S2A. And there's the E12. S2A, E12. So you can see how this is the E12, this is the S2A. It's a wider beam. It's bigger, and it looks like it goes a little further. So if we look at the house over here, see, it's lighting up the house good. This is the S2A, the Olight, and this is the Manker, the E12. S2A and the E12. So you can see the E12 isn't really lighting up that tree in the middle and the back. So you can see it going along the fence there. And here's the S2A. E12, S2A. E12. So you can see these have kind of comparable beams, but the S2A is bigger and wider. The E12 is a bit more focused, but with more focus you think you get more distance, and with this one you don't. And it's because it's a pen light. It's a small light. It's not meant for distance, it's meant for up close. And when you compare them up close, this is your E12. Get a nice floody beam out of it. This is your S2A. Shine it something closer here. There's a fence. So that's your S2A. There's your E12. So see, when you put them at close, they're about the same. Except this one's a bit wider and floodier. This is the S2A. This is the E12. And both of these are on the highest setting. So let's go back to your E12. I mean, this is plenty bright for just walking around. Oh, gotta check the mail. Need to see what's going on in front of me. I mean, it's plenty bright. It just doesn't have great distance, and it shouldn't. It's not for distance. But as far as being bright and floody, it's perfect. I mean, there's my feet lit up, and that's how far it goes. So we're talking about maybe half. When I'm standing in the middle of the road, it's lighting up from my feet in the middle of the road to the very edge. See, there's the curb over there. So it lights up about half the size of a roadway, regular size street. Alright, so that's the Manker E12. Now it does come in cool white and neutral white. This is the cool white version. But there it is, you know, a $35 flashlight. This is a pen light, 650 lumens. It's got a really great run time if you use that 260 lumens, 4.5 hours. It's really great for a small light like this. Now, I don't always use the AA flashlights. If I were going to use this all the time as an everyday carry, I would use the rechargeable battery. So that way, if I use it a lot, I'll just go ahead and replace the batteries. I don't like waiting for the batteries to die, so I end up throwing away good batteries if I don't use rechargeables. So anyway, there's the E12. I like this flashlight. It's I just don't really have a big need for a pen light, but there's people out there that do. That's why you're watching. So anyway, thanks for watching. That is the Manker E12.